Welcome to Gamer's Chair, an expansion of the Game of Grudge series, where you get to learn a little bit more about your fighters featured this season. I'm your host, Cal the Human Cheat Code, and today with me I have a new fighter who's featured in Season 2, and one of probably the best episodes we've ever had, not just in Season 2. She made her debut in this episode and did a fantastic job. Please welcome Melissa. Hey, Melissa.
Hey there, Cal.
What's going on?
Not much, just here chit-chatting with you.
You ready to do
So
this?
exciting. I'm more than ready to be sarcastic.
Well, before we get into the questions, how'd you find your experience for Gamer Grudge? And tell us, first of all, how'd you learn about Gamer Grudge?
I actually got a message on Twitter, and I think probably my whole outlook on things, if someone offers you something, just say yes and then learn about it later. So I got the message asking if I know about Gamer Grudge, and I was just like, sure, yes, okay. And then I was invited, and then I had to watch all the episodes. I binge watched it pretty hardcore, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. And then when the experience came, I was so unprepared.
It's crazy because you did a fantastic job. So I don't like if you watch all the other episodes, you hear me tell the contestants listen, you got to step your games up. And I didn't have to say that to you guys. You all did a great job, and especially because it was your first time, and it was pretty much Megan's first time, even though she had a pre-recorded episode that didn't really go through because we had some technical issues. We had to cancel that episode. But you guys both did a great job. And Kim's, like I always said, is a seasoned professional. She's been doing all these kind of fighting shows.
Mhm.
I was really impressed by all you guys. So you did a great job. And that's why I said this is after the show. I told Mac this is how we got to have it from now on. This is the caliber of fighting we got to have, and these caliber of contestants. So I said, I applaud you guys. Did a great job. What'd you think of it when you were on?
I was scared crapless. Sorry, watching my language. When I first went on, because I know Kim was out for blood. Megan was more out for blood, and I was just sitting there like, I am but a small being. Can we play nice? But I love their arguments, and I know I was asked to be a part of season 3 too, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we actually, we have some other surprises up our sleeves for the rest of season 2. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see how it plays out. We're not sure how we're going to do it. We've been talking behind the scenes. We have a meeting tomorrow about what we got to do, so we might maybe even see you earlier. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, you did a great job for your first time ever on, not knowing what to expect. I mean, you know what to expect kind of, but not knowing how to present your argument and stuff like that without having experience in other things.
Mm-hmm.
And Megan definitely improved from her off show that she had that one time. I know after we had our Gamer's Chair, I was giving her pointers this is what you gotta do. You gotta be, because she's very shy and timid, so she's always very quiet the first time she argued, was on the first episode. So then I was listen, you gotta be more aggressive and stuff like that. And she definitely showed that this time around.
Oh yeah, she was aggressive as hell.
So it was good to see it, and it was fun. So I guess without further ado, we can go into the questions. So what got you into gaming?
All right. So when I was about 8 years old, my dad was a little bit more distant, he was more connected with my brother. Their big thing was video games. So one day I just kind of butted in. They were playing Fable, the original Xbox. It had SSX, Tricky, things of that nature. And I just got hooked on Fable. And once my dad realized oh, she actually likes this kind of stuff, he introduced me to EverQuest, which was maybe only a month before World of Warcraft came out. So I guess you can say what got me into gaming was trying to kind of show my dad hey, games, I can do games too here.
Yeah, I mean you just want to kind of fit in with them and be one of them, and now it influences you so much that you're into it and so much, and you're streaming, and we'll get to that later about what you do and all that. But that's crazy. That's so awesome that a lot of people are saying it's mostly because their family they got into gaming. But for me, I'm an only child, so my dad just once brought home a Nintendo, the original Nintendo back in the day. I remember the exact day that he brought it home, and I was just playing Duck Hunt, but I cheated, and I'd be right up on the screen shooting the ducks, not all that stuff. But and Mario Brothers. So a lot of the people who've been on the show have been saying that's because of their family and stuff. So you were kind of saying you were kind of an outsider to your brother and dad. And now you worked your way in by doing that. And that's cool. That's cool to hear that.
I mean, I think the best part is, I was 8 years old when I was playing World of Warcraft. It was vanilla status. If you wanted to go to Stormwind, you still had to go fight through everything. And nowadays you can just walk through the village and be like, hey, I'm not gonna die anytime soon. Nothing's gonna kill me.
See, I
And
don't
I
know.
mean, I was 8.
I don't know anything about World of Warcraft, so I'm guessing that's like a hard. That's one of the first places, but it's still hard to get to, I guess. And I never played any of those games. I'm not one of those like MMORPG guys. Well, that kind of an MMORPG.
Mm-hmm. I'll explain it all later.
Um, so what was your own console? Your first console on your own, not like what you play with your brother and dad, like on your own.
On my own would probably be the Xbox 360, and that was just because I annoyed my dad and my brother so much to play Mass Effect. Like, I played it probably 6 hours a day because I was just like, shut, go away, go away. I need to play. These are my aliens. These are my alien boyfriends. These are my alien girlfriends. I need my time with it. So my own personal console was the 360. I guess also PC though, because I played a ton of Sims, like unhealthy level of Sims. I probably need to go to rehab for Sims.
I used to play the original Sims, and I got to tell you funny stories about that. But I'll tell you later too, because they're hilarious about the original Sims that I had. Well, you have any favorite besides Mass Effect? Do you have any other favorite games that you played on the Xbox 360?
Oh dear God. I loved the series of Fable, as you'd imagine, because that kind of got me into the game. Fable 2 and Fable 3. I didn't play the Connect version of Fable because I read so many poor reviews on it. I did Mass Effect series. I played Star Wars Battlefront. Wasn't a fan. I did Borderlands 2 specifically. And my first Resident Evil game was actually Resident Evil 7 because I used to just sit back, watch, and read the playthroughs for everybody because I hate jump out games. So I was just like, I'll read it from here. You guys play.
So believe it or not, I've seen every Resident Evil game. Like the only one I've ever played was Resident Evil 2. But I've watched my friends play through every single one because my friends are huge fans of the series. And like back in the day, we used to get together and have like video game parties where like because I had like 3 TVs in my room. So like one of my friends would be playing Resident Evil 4 or 0, whatever it was that was on the GameCube. My other friend would be playing like Virtua Tennis on like the Dreamcast, and then I'd be playing like I don't know what game I was playing, like maybe something on Xbox on my other TV. So it was like all 3 of us just being idiots playing 3 different games and like just talking to each other while we're playing those games and watching each other play. Like it was fun.
I think the worst experience I had was a pop-up game where I don't even remember the name. It traumatized me so much. And it was like playing the game. I'm on the phone with my friend. I'm home alone, kind of talking with her because I'm like, I don't want to be on edge. Just calm me down. And then it's the first pop-up. My line ends and our power goes out. And I'm just like, this is how I die. Just trying to play a game. So since then, I've been so hesitant. Resident Evil 7 was a good game. I will defend it till I die, and I didn't cry.
Well, that's because you didn't play it in VR. Imagine playing that in VR. Like that's.
I would die.
Yeah.
I will have an asthma attack and just be like, nope.
I'm gonna send you a video of my friend playing. I'll send it to you. It's a Resident Evil in VR, but not. It's like the prequel, like the demo for it before it came out. My friend's playing in VR, and I'll send it to you, and you'll see it. It's funny.
Now I want to try it.
It's crazy. Like watching my friend play it, like it was so fun. Like just seeing his reactions. I mean, like that game is really fun in the first place. Like he'd stream it, but watching him play, like I'd just be next to him at his house, his apartment, watching him play. Like I didn't know what was going on. I could see it on the screen, but like I don't know, like it's a little bit different from when you're playing on there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just funny. I don't know. You got to check it out. Try it out.
Try it out. Okay, I'll record it for you.
That's what I told all my friends. Like whenever you play, well, I'll tell you that later because it's a different story about that. What is your fondest gaming memory?
My fondest gaming memory would be we used to throw like these little parties at my house. Well, parties where we would all camp out on our kitchen table. My dad would be the tank. I was always the healer. My brother and sister were DPS in World of Warcraft, and we would plow through those dungeons. We would go through PvP, and it was like a weekly thing. And my mom, she's one of those people who doesn't like video games, so she'd poke her head in and be like, "Seriously, it's like 1 a.m. It's Sunday. It's a school night. They need to sleep." And we were like, after afterwards. We'll get there. And so, like, I will always look back at that and I'll always want to play World of Warcraft and, like, hint at my siblings and my dad, like, hey, why don't you download it? We can go back to those days. Because you can't get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool that you actually have so many people that play that one game with you. Like, for, like, me, it's hard to get games. Like, I text most of my friends, like, oh, do you want to get this game? Do you want to get, because a lot of my, like, friends I grew up with or my hometown friends, they don't play the same types of games as I do, like Destiny or anything like that. So it's hard to get teams together. I had to meet friends that on Destiny to play with them. And but now, like, I've made so many friends that, like, through, like, streaming and all that kind of stuff, that they want to play certain games together. So now I could be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna get this game. If you guys all want to get it, I'll have it next week and we can all play together. And that's what we're doing with Monster Hunter World, starting this weekend. So it's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for you.
Well, I'm telling you, you can eventually get it and you can play with us. You ready for some rapid fire?
I'm probably going to be slow still, but yes.
Okay. There's going to be 10 quick questions, 2 choices, choice A or B, and just pick one, whatever comes to your mind first. All right. Xbox or PlayStation?
A.
Oh, you could just say which one it is. You can say
Xbox.
Right? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo or Sega?
Nintendo.
Fable or Mass Effect?
Mass Effect. You almost got me there.
RPG or MMORPG?
RPG.
Battlefront or Call of Duty World at War?
Call of Duty World at War.
Resident Evil or Silent Hill?
Silent Hill.
I think it's a question from an old person, but let's see if it works for you. Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advanced?
Game Boy Color.
I forgot to write an extra question, but okay. World of Warcraft or EverQuest?
World of Warcraft.
Borderlands 2 or Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Sims or Hearthstone?
Sims.
I figured. You know, like, I pretty much got which answers you'd probably say, but, like, I always think that about other people I've had on the show, and then they pick the complete opposite. I'm like, what? That's, like, your favorite game? They're like, yeah, but I feel this one right now. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, yeah. So that Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. So now, I don't know. I got to think of something else to ask you, but I'll think of it later. I don't know.
You can do Sith versus Jedi. What's my favorite Star Wars character? Come on, you can.
Yeah, but that's not gaming. That's not game. Like, so.
Star Wars Battlefront. It makes sense.
Yeah, but I asked Star Wars Battlefront.
But it's related to Star Wars Battlefront.
So, okay, Star Wars Battlefront. I have that. Which hero do you like better, Luke or Darth Vader?
Darth Vader.
Okay, there. Darth Vader had better attacks, I think. I want to get part 2, but I'm going to wait till it's, like, cheap. I'm about to buy Ghost Recon, though, Wildlands, because I feel like it's on sale right now, and I've been waiting to get that. All right. Side note. Okay, number 4. What is your best gaming accomplishment?
Best gaming accomplishment. Oh dear God. I don't remember what I sent you. Let me think here. It was probably beating Mass Effect the first time around. Like the entire series, because that was the first game I played. I may have changed my answer. Deal with it.
I'm gonna look it up as you say it.
I deleted all the messages. To be playing it from start to finish. Also, reaching level 80 on World of Warcraft when that option first came out. Those are my 2 top achievements.
So beating Mass Effect the first time and reaching level 80 in World. Well, what's the level now?
I don't even want to know. I stopped playing like 2 years ago because I was in school at the time and it was a very distracting game.
Well, believe it or not, both of those were your answers for number 4.
Yes!
Like, beating it before, getting to level 80 before your father and your brother, and playing Mass Effect series 8 times start to finish.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't want to say how many times. That was when I was like half awake.
And I was like, oh, what is she sending me? I told her to save those answers. But good thing you sent it to me, because now I knew what the answers were in case you.
Now you can fact check.
Yes, that's what my job is. Unless it's Pokemon fact checking, which I'm terrible at. Other than that, I'm pretty good about it.
I'll throw all the Magikarp info at you.
What future release are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the expansion of World of Warcraft, which is, I believe, the Battle of Azeroth, if I'm correct. But I am so excited for it. I'm actually going to buy the game. And I'm going to buy the expansion. And then I'm going to start all the way over. And I plan on streaming it. You're going to hear me swear and say so many things that I shouldn't.
So, like, they still make this... all these additions to World... So I'm not familiar with World of Warcraft, but all these additions that they have, these add-ons, are from the original game? They haven't made any new ones?
They haven't made any like
Base
okay.
games. I mean, like the original base game.
Okay, so they have vanilla, which is what I played
Yeah.
originally. And then we had an expansion which released like new races, which was like blood elves. And then you have the expansion which is like the Death Knights. And it's I guess the best way I can compare it is like how Sims has like the expansions
Yeah.
of the base game. It's like that.
But you know, eventually Sims 2 came out, Sims 3, then Sims 4. So like they don't have like World of Warcraft 2, 3, 4, right? It's just all
No.
expansions from the original World of
Yeah.
Warcraft. They made a lot of money off this game.
Yeah. And
Okay.
if Overwatch, they actually have a map called Blizz World, which kind of mixes up all the games Blizzard has made. And I always say in my stream, if they made that a real place like Disney World, I would just stay there. I would do squatters' rights and be like, you can't move me.
I think the only thing I've ever heard about World of Warcraft is Wrath of the Lich King. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Because one of my so you know I told you how I work in a lab. I have undergrads that work underneath me sometimes, and one of them was big into World of Warcraft, and he told me, "Oh, Wrath of the Lich King is coming out today," and I got it, or it's coming out, or came out, or something, and I got it. And I'm like, "Oh, can you go fight the Lich King?" And he's like, "No, well, I think you can, but you died right away because you need to be a certain level first."
Hmm.
And that's all I knew about that game.
I
But
hated the Death Knights because automatically you were level 60. And I was just like, no, I worked so hard to get to my level. You don't deserve to just automatically get there.
you know, I did see a commercial where like now you can go straight to level 99 or something, right? Or something when you buy the game.
Yeah. Those are people that are fun to have in dungeons. Because
Mm.
then it's like you're experienced, and then it's like this person who just bought the game and they're like, hey, let's go run in this area, pull a Leroy Jenkins, and just gather all these people.
Well, see, that's another thing is like that's the other thing I know about World of Warcraft is Leroy Jenkins.
Oh,
And
he'll.
the first time I saw that video, like I had no idea what was going on, and I'm like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden the guy yells and runs in, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so great! Like I'd be mad if it was like I was doing all that planning, but it was funny. It was just so funny to me.
I'll explain why it's even worse afterwards. Because if you were on that team, you would have wanted to kill him.
Oh, he's like, all right, let's do this, Leroy Jenkins, and that was actually a Jeopardy question later too, which is awesome. Um, all right, so for the final question, what do you see as the future of gaming?
uh, Future of gaming, I assume kind of more MMOs with RPG, with any sort of game, just anything interactive with other characters because I don't see a lot of campaign games anymore. I don't see a lot of like one player where it's you're following the storyline because like Fable, it was one character and you're following the story. I feel like now it's going to be one character, kind of like Destiny, like you're following a storyline, but there's a shit ton of other people in this village. And I mean, I'm excited for that, don't get me wrong, but it's also a little disheartening that you're going to lose that little recluse time, like that me time in video games.
You know, well, you know, a lot of it you could still do solo. Like I could play Glad on Destiny and play solo. Obviously, there will be other people there, but you can play their campaign solo and all that. So it's still fun to do yourself. But you know, to do the major end game stuff, you do need a team, a fire team. So I do understand that. But I'm glad. Yep.
Counterfact. That's like saying I like alone time, but I go shopping full of people.
Yeah, I guess so. Um, it's funny that I'm glad that you brought that up because that's a different answer than I like. I know the majority of my answers that I've been getting for that question has been like VR. VR is the future of gaming. And then after that, the question I've gotten some answers. 2 or 3 people have told me independent games, which is a good answer too. I'm like, oh, that's awesome because like indie games are making their way back, and there's huge indie games now that are like getting such good backing and stuff. So that's awesome. And now you have a completely different answer saying like MMORPGs and all that, and that. So it's cool. Like the answer is developing and evolving, and I like that because I was just expecting VR. So I'm eventually going to change this question, but I'm glad I kept it because now I'm getting more answers. So that's awesome. I'm glad you brought up a different answer than what we normally get.
Well.
So I think that's it for questions. Where can we find you and like what have you been up to and like stuff like that? Like I know you're on Twitch, you're on Twitter. So if you want to plug those and tell me what you do a little bit on Twitch.
All right. Well, so on both Twitch and Twitter, you can find me at Kills Mora, Kilz as in zebra, Mora. On Twitch, you'll see me trying out new games, and Primarily, it's Overwatch and Mass Effect Andromeda. I've tried Paladins, I've tried Fortnite, and trust me, it's cringeworthy. But I definitely am trying, and I always keep the chat active. I'm always keeping an eye on it. So if you guys want to join me, I'll actually be playing in about 2 hours. So you can see me play Overwatch and try and get my SR back because I played well on painkillers and I dropped that SR.
I don't even know what any of that means. You can explain to me later because I don't understand that. I have a question for Twitch because yesterday you told me you're on Twitch or something, right? So I went on to see your game, like you playing, and support, and like it was just some guy playing on your name. It was like some guy playing. I don't know what game that was. Might have been Overwatch, I guess. I don't know. What is that? So like you have other people that play for you or something? Like what is that about?
So if I am offline, then I have a system that is auto hosting. So it will be like I have a friend who I'll shout out real quick if that's okay. A Namasaur. So if he's playing while I'm offline, then it'll show his stream to get him the viewers. And then if I'm online, you get a notification if you follow me.
I do.
Oh.
So wait, now what if he's playing and then you come on?
Then it kicks him off. It's just like be gone.
Oh, okay. What if he's in like a cute? What if he's in a cool or important scene, a crucial scene? And
I don't care. It's my time to shine, baby.
So basically you're hosting for him.
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. See, I used to like watch people on Twitch, but I never streamed on Twitch. I didn't understand. Now it's evolved since other people you can host for other people now, so that's cool. I'm more like I just started streaming on YouTube this year. Not this year. I guess I should say within the last few months because last month was 2017 or whatever. So 2 months ago. I mean, so like I started in like October or November of 2017. So it wasn't that long that I've been streaming for. So I'm new to this whole thing. And that's why I should probably use Twitch. And I know there's platforms where you can broadcast on 2 different things at once, but all I do on my PlayStation is hit that share button and it broadcasts. So like I can't do multiple things. I gotta do it through like a outside thing connected to my computer and all. I don't know how to do all that stuff. So I don't care enough. I'm happy doing it on YouTube.
I actually am still relatively new to streaming. I only started after I quit my job and I was like, you know what? I just want to have fun with this. And I started posting on Instagram also, Kills Mora. And from there I started getting viewers, and once I hit at that point it was like 5 viewers and I was just like, people are watching me, friends. And that's what kind of helped me kind of keep that motivation. I think it's only been almost a month solid since I've been streaming. It's kind of intense. You're already
part of a gaming community, right? You want to plug them too?
Yes, I'm a part of 3, actually.
Oh, wow. No,
so,
I'm not even part of 1. No one likes me.
Well, I like you. You can join us. I'm a part of Twitch Kittens, which, wearing their shirt. I make sure I wear it if I'm ever, doing something like this. So I have Twitch Kittens. I have Team British Nerd Network that you can also find on Twitter, and Game Sexuals. Those are the 3 sub-communities of Twitch that I'm a part of. And we're always accepting people. And if you do, shoot them a message on Twitter or join our Discord and just tell them that I sent you.
Yeah, but then I have to broadcast on Twitch, right? I don't do it on Twitch.
No, you can just join the Discord and just kind of join in on our nonsense.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I can do. I'm just saying I don't broadcast on Twitch. I couldn't get one of those cool shirts because I'm not a Twitch kitten,
No, but you can just wear it just to wear it. We can match.
Yeah, but then you'd have to get like a Night's Watch shirt and an Aftermatch shirt so you can match with us.
Well, we have discussed you need to buy it for me.
Or you can win it in the raffle eventually that we might have. So
okay, I can do that.
All right. So is there anything else you want to put out there?
No, I think I'm all good. I just hope to see all of you on my stream and get to know a little bit about all of you guys too. And thank you very much, Cal, for having me.
Yes, thank you, Melissa, for coming on. As always, you can find me on Twitter at VirenJaDejaVu. And you can also subscribe to the Kingslayer Network and check out, I stream on Kingslaying. The show that I do is called Kingslaying for streaming. I stream on that every day, pretty much, at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then, Mondays I have Aftermath, which after pay-per-views, I have the Aftermath, which we recap the pay-per-views. Every Friday, while in season, I do the Flash points. So I review what happens on Flash Fridays. And then, throughout the season, I sprinkle in some Gamer Grudge and all the other shows I do, which are kind of off season right now, like Game of Thrones and Encrypted and all that kind of stuff. So when that comes back, on my Discord, you can check it out. The link should be in the description. Melissa's Twitch and her Twitter is in the description as well. So please check that out and subscribe to her and follow her and all that stuff. And we thank you. And I want to thank Melissa again for joining me. And we have another episode of, well, depending on when you're watching this, but this is right now going on, what's today? February 8th, I think, Thursday. We have an episode of Gamer Grudge coming up on Monday, February 12th. So until then, I want to tell you guys keep gaming. And thank you again. We'll see you later. Bye.